What's up, OGs? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nguyen, and in this video, we're gonna talk about the 4 things that every man should know when he starts judo. Now, this doesn't apply if you're a kid. If you're a kid, rules are a little bit different. But this is for men, adults who start later in life, and obviously beginner, right? Yo guys, stay till the end of the video for an amazing bonus tip, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell to help support this channel and this amazing community that you guys are all part of. Appreciate that. Later. Okay, so the first tip number 1, you're gonna get effed up. So what does that mean? That means you're gonna get injured. So what injuries are like the most common in judo? It's gonna be your shoulders, right? And your knees. Now, it's not even a question of if this is gonna happen, it's more a question of when it's gonna happen. So now the other 3 tips I'm gonna give you are gonna be to help you mitigate this and the risk of these injuries, right? To push it off as long as possible. And then when it does happen, to minimize the impact of the injury. So damage control. And unfortunately, this is just what it is. This is a type of sport, any kind of contact sport, you're gonna get injuries. So you have to understand that. It's not just you're gonna come in, you're gonna go do judo, you're gonna throw a couple of people, you learn some nice techniques, you know, it looks cool, and that'll be that. You're gonna get messed up. Okay, so once that's accepted, tip number 2. Tip number 2 is you gotta lose the fat. Now, if you're a fat dude, okay, and this is how you know if you're a fat dude. If you wake up in the morning and you look down, do you see your Johnson or not? Do you see your toes or not? If you don't see your toes or your Johnson, you're too fat. So I want you to lose the fat. Fat is excess weight you don't need, and in judo, it's horrible for you. It doesn't help you. It's not American football. You don't need to be fat for nothing. Right? It doesn't really give you an advantage, so to speak. Like, it's actually gonna hinder you more than anything else. When you fall and you have extra weight smashing into the ground like that and into your joints, it's gonna mess shit up. So lose the fat if you're fat. Tip number 3, you wanna get jacked. So when I say jacked, I don't mean go off and be a bodybuilder, you know, and spend all your time in the gym. I'm saying you want to have muscle. So you want to be as big and strong as possible. And what this is gonna help you with is, of course, it's not evident, it's of course to me, but anyways, I digress. It's like armor. The more muscles you have, the more you'll be able to absorb the impact when you're thrown. And this is important because you're gonna get thrown a lot. So you need to be nice and strong. So you wanna have guns like these. I know they're not huge, but they're pretty freaking decent. Now, imagine if I had noodle arms, right? And somebody kicks me here, my arm's gonna break. That's what's gonna happen. So that's why, but with this, I'm gonna get a good solid kick. It's still probably gonna suck if the person knows how to kick and all, but it's not gonna break. It absorbs the impact. I'll be okay, I'll live. So that's why you want to be jacked. You want to be as big and strong as possible. And on a side note, what this does also is that the bigger and stronger you are, the more explosive you're gonna be. And being explosive in any sport is a good thing. I'm trying to think of a sport that it might be kind of useless in, but whatever, can't think of any. Okay, so, before I talk about the 4th tip and the bonus tip, by the way, at the end, do me a solid, guys, and like this video and subscribe. Of course, click on the notification bell, leave a comment. It helps me out tremendously, and I really appreciate it. It helps the channel grow, and let's do this, man. Let's make this into a global phenomenon. I mean, there's guys out there that talk about stuff that are very, I don't know, like, I don't want to say the word, but silly as F. And their channels are huge. So I think what I talk about is a lot more interesting for men, older guys especially, and even the guys coming up. So anyways, thanks guys, appreciate that. Let's move on, let's get to the fourth one. So the fourth thing you need to do is to get good quality partners that won't F you up. Now, there's a couple of details in regards to this. To find a good partner, you have to be yourself a good partner. You have to know what a good partner entails. So a good partner is somebody who is responsible 100% for their partner when they throw them. So that means that when you throw somebody, the way they land, if they get hurt, it's absolutely your fault. And if they don't get hurt, well, it should be like your doing, so to speak. Because you have to be able to control what you're doing. So you want to find guys like that, but you yourself have to learn how to be like that. That way, because if you're a dangerous dude, no one's gonna want to train with you, and you can't get better that way. Okay? So finding good partners, quality partners that won't hurt you is very important. Now, a little tip that I have for you guys, and I got this from Shadi actually, is that you want to train with high level girls, okay? Because they can't hurt you, but they could throw you, and they could throw you with control. And that's a video in itself. And you want to train with older guys, a lot older, not the young bucks that are coming up and trying to prove themselves and like who are on the team and all that. But if you get older guys, that's two people that are actually very useful to train with as well. If you don't have young guys who could actually control themselves, but you want to find good training partners so that way they take care of you. When they throw you, it's clean. They hold you back. They don't throw any crazy stuff. The crazy stuff, they keep it for competition. Those are the guys you want to train with. Okay, so now you guys made it all the way to the end. I appreciate that. Bonus tip, mindset. Now, what exactly do I mean by mindset?
They hoped the instructors would stop running. They hoped the water was never cold. They hoped the weather was fucking good. I don't live off that hope shit. I wish the water was cold. I wish them motherfucking instructors keep on fucking running. I wish for fucking rain. When the idiot...
I mean, when you come into judo, you have to understand that you're gonna get busted up. And there's no way around this. If you want to become good at judo, it means you're gonna have to do a lot of randori. Randori is sparring. So if you spar a lot, it's gonna happen. Now, this is part of becoming high level or above average or whatever level that you want to achieve. But if you want to achieve above average skill level or a very high skill level in judo, you're gonna have to train for it. You're gonna have to earn it, and you're gonna have to earn it, and your skills are gonna have to be forged in the fire of combat, right? Of sparring. There's no way around it. And if you're in the fire and you're being forged, guess what? Things are gonna happen, meaning you're gonna get busted up, you're gonna get injured. So that's part of the game. You have to accept that. So when it does come, don't get all scared and frustrated and discouraged and think, oh man, I gotta give this shit up. You know, I can't believe this. I gotta walk tomorrow. You know, I mean, I gotta work, blah, 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 blah. That's fine, I understand that. But you know, there's if judo's not for you, judo's not for you, and that's okay. But you have to be aware of this. Now, but if you do decide to jump in, know that it's gonna happen, and when it does happen, it's part of the game. It's normal. Don't freak out. Just continue. So obviously, manage your injuries. You know, use ice. You know, do your physio, whatever. But after that, just keep going, keep training, and I'll make a separate video on how to go about that. But that's the mindset you have to have. Nobody who's ever elite or high level or very highly skilled, very competent in a combat sport got there without injuries. For the most part, everybody's injured. Everybody is injured. You know, like everybody I know at my club has at least 1 or 2 major injuries and at least 5 to 10 like nagging injuries. You know, so it's no big deal. Anyways, at the end of your life, you're gonna die anyway. So there's no point in trying to conserve the body. You know, it's like having a new car, but never driving it because you don't want to put mileage on it. You know, obviously you do the maintenance and you do what you can to keep it intact and all. And there's a lot of things you can do, guys, but it comes with the territory. So expect it, accept it, and move on, work around it, and you'll be good. Okay, so that's it for this video, guys. Once again, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys have any other tips for you know, guys who are starting out in judo? And also, hey, let me know if you agree or disagree. Let's keep the conversation going in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.